Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be talking about PaySafe. This is another SPAC company, but this time this video is going to be a little bit different. So you might want to stick around and listen to this entire video, as I'm going to kind of give you guys a little bit more of an insight that a lot of people don't necessarily talk about, especially around the whole SPAC industry. But real quick, be sure to like and subscribe, stick around. On this channel, we'll talk about money, love to talk about investment, like to talk about how you can succeed whether you have money or maybe you don't have a lot of money. So here we go, PaySafe. Let's just get into what PaySafe is. PaySafe is basically an online, payment processing company. Now they do have things like digital wallets and things where you can actually take, cryptocurrency as payments, for your business or on your website or whatever the case is. So they have it where you can accept cryptocurrency as payment through your digital wallet right through your website. So basically it's just online processing. Now this company's been around for a little more than 20 years. So this valuation with this SPAC is like a $9 billion. That's what the last number that I read was, like $9 billion. They're being taken public with Foley Transamine. I think I said it right, Transamine. So with this acquisition, it's just like any other SPAC acquisition where there's a lot of hype around it and people are excited. Now the online payment processing, industry, it's a good industry. People don't really lose in that industry like that, but it does have, different giants and bigger companies as its competition that are out there. They're able to, make things happen a lot faster. They may be more popular and things like this, but they also provide security for your payments and things like that. So if you know how things are happening digitally, and when we go into more of a digital space, more of an online space, that means you have more, online threats. So they do specialize in security with receiving and taking your payments as well. If you've seen in the recent years where you're here, like there's been, this breach of payments and 5,000 credit cards got leaked, or information was hacked at Target and all these different stores that you've seen happen over years, where PaySafe, they provide security to kind of help try to protect against things like that. So here's the crazy thing around PaySafe, and this is also has to do with kind of the SPAC industry. So with PaySafe and some of the things that they have that are necessarily like not a positive about the company, this is why you do your own research, is that they have a lot of debt. So having a lot of debt, and not having a lot of cash can kind of hurt your flexibility. So being able to go to SPAC route versus the IPO route. So it's easy for them to go to SPAC route. A lot of people are going to put money into it. That means they're going to generate some income from that acquisition. But here's the thing. Now remember, like I always say, it's about you learning how to become a better investor versus like just picking stocks and just buying random stocks. So here's where you do your research, and here's how people are kind of playing this whole entire thing. All right, so now here's the thing with PaySafe. A lot of people kind of looking at it saying like, oh, I'm thinking investing in it long term, because it's, it's going to do great and things like that. Well, it has a good possibility, especially if it's been around for 20 plus years. However, it does have different competitors, different online processing competitors like your Stripe and your PayPals and things like that. But here's where I want you to be careful, because this is where sometimes people can lose money. Now, one of the things that you have to learn is like how people play these different things like SPACs. So some SPACs, people play it as if, hey, this is a good investment, I'm going to invest in it long term. And then there's some that they're like, I might invest in it long term, or I don't really see it, being as successful or whatever the case is, but they look to pump and dump. That's probably one of the things that you're going to see with PaySafe. Now, one of the things that's kind of one of the rumblings behind it, like people are watching it, to see what happens, but a lot of people are looking to play this particular deal, meaning they're looking to get in and get out. So you get in, see a lot of people coming in, the volume is going up and it's going up, and you'll say, let's say if you bought like 100 shares, or you put like you bought 10 shares, or whatever you bought, you may more than likely see that particular stock, give you a double. It may triple, it may go up, because a lot of people are cramming in. And as that price goes up, you're going to start to see a lot of people sell off. And that's what a lot of people are looking to do with this particular one. Most investors that I know, they're looking to pretty much get in and then get out of this one. Now, long term, it could probably do well, especially the company's been around for 20 years, like I said. But these are some of the things that you have to be careful with when you're concerned investing in SPACs, and while doing your own research, and then making sure you're investing because of the value you think it brings to you. Now, if you're looking to trade it, that's different. But if you're looking for something of value that you can, hold on to, then you have to always kind of watch and see what's going on around it, so that way that you don't end up putting money in and then getting hurt and then the stock gets crushed or whatever the case is. But you're going to see probably like a run up, and then you're going to see it probably come down, because literally that is kind of like the undertone where a lot of people are like, hey, I'm getting in and I'm getting out of it. So that get in and get out could be, a few months down the line. It could be a few weeks down the line. Now, granted, people do this with any stock. However, you just kind of have more people leaning towards the I'm going to get in and get outside than you have a lot of people saying, I'm going to get in, I believe it's going to do pretty good, I'm going to stay in for a little bit longer, or maybe sell just a little bit, but not too much. So you have more people looking to pump and dump it. So one of the things I want you guys to understand is how these things work. And one of the things that you have to also be able to pay attention to is, just the demand for stocks. And if you see a lot of hype start to get around certain things, sometimes it's good, and then sometimes you have to be careful. And that depends on what you're trying to do as an investor. If you're just trying to invest long term, or if you're looking to, make some quick money, short term investments, get in, get out type of situations, you have to evaluate these things for yourself. So instead of this video being about, why you should buy this or don't buy that, I want to talk about just some of the things that go around with these different SPACs. So that's why you have to watch, these videos. You gotta watch the whole videos, because in these videos, I like to talk about different aspects to help you think about, your investments, and to actually pay attention and to see, versus just you see people talking about something, because that's kind of the thing, especially with a lot of younger and newer investors, people who haven't been investing for a long time, is you're going to see a lot of stuff online. People are going to tell you, or going to say, hey, invest on this, invest in that, invest in this. And one of the hottest industries right now is the SPAC industry. So you have some good companies coming out, you got some bad companies coming out. So now either one, I like it, I love it, because it gives us more access to be able to align our money and own a piece of businesses that are going to do well. And so I love it. However, around it, there also is things you need to be careful of, you need to watch. So say, for example, you don't want to find yourself listening to information that doesn't align with what you're trying to do. So if you're looking to just make some quick money and jump in and jump out, then then you can follow the hype, because that's what all the hype is doing. Like, a lot of people are jumping in, jumping out, making money. This is one of the, like I was talking to one of my friends, this is one of the craziest times we're living in, where people are going to make more money than they've ever made before. This generation will go down in history because of things like this, and the timing that we're alive, and the way things are available. Because whether it's investing long term or even just trading, man, people are making a ton of money and becoming successful. Like, for example, look at your portfolio. Your portfolio is probably up bigger than you've probably ever really noticed it or seen it before during this time in a pandemic. So I said all that to say that, yes, PaySafe is another SPAC that is hitting the industry. It is an online, online processing business. It has been around for 20 years, but it does have a high level of people looking to like jump in and jump out. So as always on these videos, I thought it'd be cool to kind of just talk a little bit different about a stock, to kind of give you a little bit more insight into what's going on. So be sure to do your own research and to make sure that you're paying attention to what's going on. And yes, listen, the SPAC industry is great. However, a lot of the older big stocks and companies that have been around, they're still pretty good as well too. So don't forget about those. And there's nothing wrong with being a SPAC investor, but don't forget about being able to build some wealth as well. Just like if you're a trader, that's great. Also, don't forget to put some money away that you can make some money. Hey, it's all about being able to build wealth and then be able to use the money for whatever it is you want. Nobody can tell you what to do. Anyways, guys, so I'll see y'all in the next video. Y'all have an amazing day, and I'll talk to you soon. Be blessed. Peace.